talk about our disability and explain it a little bit better. I know that we might not all have the same disability, but we've all undergo hardships that we've had to face and overcome. So, part of our disability is known as Bardell syndrome, and I'm sure a lot of you probably scratch your head asking what that is. Even doctors that have seen us in the past weren't familiar with it, and it's a rare recessive disease that causes a mutation in the cells, causing many neurological, physical, and most commonly it can cause visual impairments known as retinal pigmentosa or RP, and some of the other symptoms are extra finger. So someone can be diagnosed with extra finger on each hand or an extra toe on each foot. And the other common one is webbing can occur, and it says it's not with every finger, like a duck. That'd be kind of cool. Then it could be like Nothing Homer. But it's more common with the second and the third finger being kind of like welded together in a way, and then there's like a piece of skin in between, like, so it is kind of like webbing, but not the way that you would think of it. And when you see pictures of it, it's kind of weird. Another symptom.
So, Lauren was born with extra fingers, and I was born with extra toes, just so like guys know. Carry on.
So the other symptom is having obesity, and the other common symptom with someone being overweight is having high blood pressure, high cholesterol, being at risk for diabetes, and unfortunately that, I feel like it happens to every kid that's diagnosed with BBS. And I feel like for me and Nicole, we've struggled our entire life with our weight. Like, we were living a healthy lifestyle, trying to eat right and exercise. It's like having obesity because of BBS is fighting against us. So some of the neurological symptoms linked to BBS is having a learning disability and having a disability that's like autism. I feel like what they've discovered is that there's a mutation with the signals to your brain and how we take in information, and there's a gap in there of how you're processing that information. So it might not even be a learning disability, it just might take you longer to comprehend things that you're learning. Like, I know for me, math has always been a hard subject. Don't you dare snicker, Nicole, that's not nice.
Sorry.
We all have subjects that we're bad at, okay? And ones that we're good at, like writing. Sorry, let me turn it on.
Mention how you suck at math.
I don't suck at math. I just have the math comprehension level of a 10-year-old. Like, I can understand basic math, but then beyond that, I'm like, it's a foreign language to me. You might as well just draw doodles of what it's supposed to be and say, the cipher is a puzzle.
Now see, I got math, but I feel like I struggle with it because it was taught to me visually, so a lot of times I couldn't see until the class was over to figure out what they're learning. But I feel like for me, my brain worked the opposite way, that I grasp stuff too quickly or learn too quickly. So therefore my classes weren't at the level I need them to be to give me a challenge, so I became bored when I used this class and stuff like that.
And I feel like that's the other end of the spectrum, is that children are gifted and they can understand things at a higher level, but because they can't show it off, then they're just stuck in a class at a level lower than them mentally, and then they're bored.
Or the school doesn't know what to do with them and they step on in classes that are meant for them. Yeah, we're not there doing that stuff yet. Right, love? Or no,
What's that?
I want to talk badly about schooling, but, you know, it was kind of bad for us.
Well, to be fair, we were put in a public high school where we were the only students in the entire school that had a visual disability. There were kids that had other disabilities, and they lumped us all in one group together, which I never understood. But now I think that was hurting us in the fact that the teachers really didn't know how to adapt their lesson plan to someone that couldn't see it.
And I agree.
I think that's the positive way to spin it instead of just saying, I hate school. So, another thing that ties into BBS affecting you neurologically is speech. So they consider having either a speech delay and when you learn to speak at a later age in your development, or you not being able to dictate the type of sound correctly. And I think this is also because for most people, their teeth also don't develop properly. Either there's overcrowding, your mouth is smaller in size than it should be, or I think that your baby teeth like don't come out on time, and so that way like your teeth are misaligned, and it makes it hard to talk correctly with dictation when you have teeth issues.
I also think that a lot of people with blindness or low vision have speech problems because learning how to speak is visual. So if you can't see how people's mouths move and form the letters, then how are you expected to talk just as clearly?
Right, and the solution to that was to hiring a speech pathologist and pulling you out of regular class and working with you for an hour or two each day, doing very repetitive, very tedious exercises to try and train your mouth to mimic these sounds that you should be able to make naturally. You can stop it there.
Hey guys! So I decided to go over for this part because the next two symptoms affected me more than it affected Lauren. So the next one is called diminutive, which technically means that instead of getting to your full height, like say everyone in your family is 5'5" or 5'4", you stop growing once you hit puberty. Therefore, you never reach your full height and are shorter than what you should be. And this can cause other problems such as some of your limbs not growing all the way, or for me, your spine will stop growing, which can cause scoliosis to occur. And that's when your spine starts to curve, and for me it started to form an S, and it was to the point where it was affecting how I was walking. So I had to have surgery to correct it. And the result of that was having a metal rod fused to my spine.
Ooh.
Lauren has a little bit of scoliosis, but it's not to the point where she needs something to help correct it. Another thing that affects me and not Lauren as severely is sensitivity to light. It can also cause for both of us to have problems with eyes readjusting once you go from a really bright place to a really dark place. Because my eyes are more sensitive, I had to get special glasses made. I have these, which helps with indoor lights and glares from lights inside. And then I also have these
Ooh.
for when I go outside. And they're made to be wraparound sunglasses. And they have a filter to help block out red light from the sun because my eyes are blue. They have trouble filtering out those harsh lights on our own.
So, when Nicole mentioned our eyes being sensitive to light, that is a call from the RP, which I'm going to go more into detail in a second. But I figured an interesting way to wrap up our discussion on BBS is to give additional fact and a statistic. As they said, in North America, 1 out of every 160,000 newborns that are born each year are affected by BBS. But yet in Canada, it's only 1 out of every 17,000.
Right. And that the way PBS is given to the child is that both parents have to be carrying the recessive gene, and that every time they have a child, there's a 25% increase the child will be born with BBS. So, since me and Lauren are both the youngest of 4 girls, we kind of didn't have a choice in getting it.
Womp womp. So, retinitis pigmentosa, or RP, is a eye disorder that commonly affects a lot of people in the blind, visually impaired community. And the simplified version of what it is that over time, the retina, or the back of the eye, is slowly deteriorating, and that's what causes more light sensitivity, less peripheral vision, or how you see vision around you, or tunnel vision, and having issues with seeing farther away, or depth perception, so how close you might think something is, or how deep a step may be. And another common factor with RP is night blindness. So I know for me, as soon as it's dusk, or there's just a little bit of darkness in that room, like it's a cloudy day outside, I have a very hard time seeing. It's almost like I have no vision at all. And that gets a lot worse when it's dark outside.
Right. For me, it's not until it's pitch black outside, but if it's rain or snowing, I can't see anything.
Yeah, and the thing with the colorblind part for me is hard, because if it's, something's red and something's white, obviously I can tell the difference. But say something's black, say you have like 3 different shirts out. One's black, one's a really, really dark purple, and one's a really dark blue. Depending on how the light hits their shirts, they're all going to look the same to me.
Right. Or another example is when you're playing Uno, and you put down a green card, and it switches to blue. To us, it looks like one color.
Yeah, so you can make a simple, easy game of Uno more difficult because you can't tell what color it is. And then you can't really ask the person next to you what color it is because they're playing. That's just like giving your opponent an easy win.
I mean, there is Braille Uno, but you need to know Braille in order to use them.
I know for us, I think the idea of being taught orientation and mobility from the American School for the Blind has been a big help, and being more confident using a white cane with traveling has helped with independence, especially as I'm losing more vision during the day as well, because either I'm having, I have tunnel vision and I can't see something around me, or I can't tell if there's really a ditch and I'm thinking, oh, it's just a little tiny crack. And then you end up tripping and falling on your face, which is no fun.
Yeah. I feel like for me, I need to embrace using a cane more because I'm being stubborn and I think, oh, I need a cane. And then I end up falling on my face. But then there's some turns where I use my cane and I still fall because using the white cane doesn't always tell you what's in front of you. Like, for example, if you're going down old stone steps, to your cane it feels smooth. Or if it's dirt packed around, it feels like sidewalk.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, I think, even though RP is common for a lot of people that are blind, visually impaired, it affects them all differently. And your visual loss can occur differently too. I know some people, it was a gradual progression, and then for other people, it happened overnight. Which I think is more scary, because then at that point, because the common age is, once you hit puberty. So if it's a drastic change, you're used to things being a certain way, and then all of a sudden your world is turned upside down.
Right.
Alright, go ahead.
No, I agree with you. And I also think that the reason why we seem really independent and really to teen stills is, like you said, because of the Marriage School for the Blind. And because we went there for summer when we turned 11 until we turned 18, like Harry Potter.
Yeah, it was cool. Every year in July, they would have a summer camp for a whole month where you stayed there for the week. You stayed in like a cabin, and then you would go home on the weekend. And then each day there was a series of hours from like 8 a.m. to like 3 p.m. You would do lessons on, learning accessible technology, learning how to use computers, orientation mobility, cooking, things like that. And then once those types of classes were done for the day, you got to have more of like leisure time, and you got to interact with other kids your age that were visually impaired.
Right. You're also taught other things like household chores, and what I really enjoyed was self-defense. Because they felt that just because you're blind or disabled, you shouldn't be a victim.
Yeah, and I feel like, so this is more of the mission statement from the National Federation for the Blind, that your blindness does not define you, and I really have stuck to that motto, because I think, yes, I mean, people are going to see that you have a vision problem, and they're going to associate you to that stereotype, but it shouldn't be the only thing that they associate you with. Like, oh, that person's blind, and that's it. Like, you don't learn anything else about them. So, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them down below in the comment section. And always, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye! So, how me and Nicole were diagnosed with BBS and RP was after Nicole was born, my mother noticed more and more that we were both clinging to her a lot, and that, we kind of seemed, I always wondered if she thought we were afraid of the dark, because we would cling to her more, and that we were running into things, like running into walls or stumbling, because again, I think one's balance is tied to your vision.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm a very clumsy person.
And I'm very graceful.
You already got a duck.
What else is new? But also the fact she also mentioned that a lot of times we would be staring into space or staring at a wall and not even realize we were doing that.
Right. And so her mother had vision problems of her own and knew that we would have a better chance of figuring out what was wrong and be able to get better resources by going to the Wilmer Eye Clinic at Johns Hopkins. And that's when we were officially diagnosed with it.
Right, at the age of 4 for me and 5 for Lauren.
Yes. And it was really cool because through that, we did have the extra finger and extra toes removed, and the state helped fund all that so that our parents didn't have to pay for that. I think it was a nice way to add some normalcy to our life, because I think staring at someone that has an extra finger or an extra toe, you're going to look at them like they're an alien.
I don't know, I feel like it made us more unique. I mean, it still affects us to this day. I mean, buying shoes and gloves are a pain.
Yeah, because you can't just buy a normal size because it won't fit. So that concludes this week's video. The YouTube shout out for this week is Jordan Mahani, The Blind World. He's been so nice to comment to every video and has been very supportive. So I figured, why not give them a shout out? So I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day. Bye.
Bye.